Are you on hard times, Plemionik? Did you lose all of your best gear to a bush on customs? No? Well then you must have spent all of your rubles on gear cases then, and now not have any money left over to put anything inside them. No, it wasn't that either? Well then it must be because you just got to level 15, and you just spent all of your money upgrading your hideout. Ah, well then it's a good thing you're here, Plemionik, because today, we're coping with poverty. If you're financially insecure, you might have a difficult time justifying spending money on a decent pew-pew like these ones. If that's the case, you might want to try some cost-saving measures until you get back on your feet. Uncle Josivan's favorite cost-saving measure is what he likes to call the poverty mutilator. Get it? Poverty mutil... You get it. Now, while some would tell you that the Makarov isn't very good because it only holds 8 rounds and it doesn't have much stopping power, Uncle Josivan would tell you that's 8 chances for a headshot. 9 if you put one in the chamber.
Booyah!
You know, 2 out of 3 headshots isn't bad. You can't be setting unrealistic goals for yourself. It's not like you're Uncle Josivan and you're good at everything you do. Now, regardless of how poor you are in game, Plemionik, if you're poor IRL, there's a piece of gear you are probably familiar with. Can you guess what it is? That's right, Secure Container Alpha, or as Uncle Josivan and his boys like to call it, the small butt pouch. Now, if you've ever wondered how useful one is in real life, Uncle Josivan can satisfy that curiosity because he has one. Right here. Right here. They had black, they didn't have yellow. Uncle Josivan bought it secondhand. Now I've brought in my good friend Operator Red to tell you all the details about it. Hi Red, it's good to have you here.
Thanks for having me on, Joe. Now, do I need to talk in third person the whole time?
What? No. What are you talking about? Just speak like you normally would, like Uncle Josivan does.
Okay. Okay. Great. Yeah.
Now listen up, Plemionix. On anything like airsoft or shooting the real pew-pews or hiking gear or practical things, Operator Red here is going to help us out. He has lots of experience in the field. Good luck!
Alright now, shooters, before we get started, let's fix one thing. There we go. That's better. Now then, this here is the Pelican IM-250. It measures just under a foot long, by 10 inches wide, by no more than 5 inches tall, and weighs about 3 pounds on its own. Now, if you're a Canadian like me, you're gonna want that metric conversion. Not because you know what it means or how to use it, but just because we all like being represented. So I went ahead and got those numbers for you, right here. This small external size makes it perfect for stowing in your pack when you've got a more fragile piece of mission-critical gear in the field with you. Me and Uncle Josivan use this one when we go to Milsim events with the Knights of Endor. Its internal dimensions are perfect for holding a GoPro. It measures just about 9 inches by 7 inches by 2 3/4 inches deep, with an extra 1.5 inches in the lid if you really need to press fit something. Contrasted to Escape from Tarkov, where the internal dimensions are 4 conjoined squares in a 2x2 configuration. Let's use Uncle Josivan's Bitcoin collection here as a visual guide. Yeah, we'll get that in there. Now, in keeping with the theme of the video, it looks like Uncle Josivan might be a little bit too poor to fill up the smallest of secure containers with his, small fortune. We might have to find something else as a unit of measurement to see how much we can fit in this Pelican case. Oh, PMags! So, tell Uncle Josivan what I was doing with these. He might think that I maybe stole one or two. We'll clean that up before he comes back. Alright, there we go. Just like no one was ever there. Now in-game, this is about all you'd be able to fit in the secure container. And because of restrictive gameplay mechanics, you wouldn't even be able to put PMags in this, only the stuff on the list. What a bummer, eh? Now then, to give you a comparison, the real one here can hold a lot more, especially if we stack them properly. Now if we optimize the stacking of our PMags, we can fit 8 across the body, and if we utilize the lid, we're gonna run out of PMags. We might even have to use an airsoft one for this. Look at this. Another 1, 2, 3. And it'll still close. 11! Can you believe that? We went from 2 to 11, just because we went from a video game to real life. Take that, dumb gameplay mechanics. At Milsim events, we've dropped this thing out of a moving truck, left it in the pouring rain, and even gotten it covered in the most coarse sand that just gets everywhere. I hate that.
I don't like sand.
But because of the IP67 rating, we can trust that our gear is safe from impact, water, and sand. Now here's a fun tip. This thing only weighs 3 pounds like we said before, but it has 11 pounds of buoyancy, which means that if your cat or small dog needs a flotation device, you can throw it to them and they'll be rescued. Usually you can pick up these cases for under $100, and even cheaper if you go without the pick and pluck foam. I would definitely recommend getting the foam, like you saw in our GoPro case, to help better organize stuff and give your fragile gear that much more impact resistance. Now around $100, you might be thinking that's kind of expensive, but they really have thought of everything on these. This handle here locks down and up for transport, so it's not wobbling around all over the place. These latches, they don't get stuck down. They open with just the push of a button right there. And they've got a vortex valve here to keep them from vacuum sealing. You could definitely do a lot worse if you're trying to protect your loot. And if you're short on cash, it's better to buy once and cry once rather than spending all of your money on cheap garbage that's not gonna work. You can go ahead and trust me, one of these is gonna save you plenty of money in the long run and keep you from having to replace some more expensive kit. Now let's get Joe. Really? You guys actually call him Uncle Josivan? Alright, well let's get Uncle Josivan back here so that he can finish up. Oh, before we do. Great. Oh shoot. That's fine. He's not gonna notice, that's fine.
Well, thank you for that lengthy review, Red.
Absolutely. How did I do?
You did okay, but to be honest, you're still on your probationary period.
Oh, well, oh, well, if that's the case, can you tell me how you would have reviewed it?
This is protective case. You put thing you want protected inside case, and it is protected. That is all.
Oh, that was...
See? Not very difficult.
Oh, right on. All right, that was very brief. Well, I'll head off and I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, maybe, but only if the Plemianics click the like button enough. Yeah, we'll call you. If you would like to see more of Red, go ahead and click the like button or subscribe to the channel. Both if you really liked Red. Now if the Makarov isn't helping you crawl your way out of poverty and you think that you need a little bit more firepower, then look no further than the MP431C double barrel shotgun. It costs 8,820 rubles, Plemienik, which is only 2,239 more than what you're paying for the Makarov to Prapor. Now, some would tell you that it's bad because it only holds 2 rounds, but Uncle Josivan would tell you that's 32 chances to get a headshot if you're using Magnum buckshot. The only issue is that you're going to spend a lot of time reloading, so if that's a problem for you, bring a friend who's also on hard times, who's quick on the trigger, like Shark Fist. He's always on hard times. He couldn't balance a checkbook to save it. I don't think he knows what a checkbook is.
Right in front of us. Cool.
My stamina's burned.
It's fine. We can walk the rest. Oh shit!
Yo, down.
Yeah, not
At the
down
bottom,
there.
bottom of the ramp.
Yeah, don't go down there. We don't need to.
I wasn't going down there, dude.
Everything. Go to the right.
I know, dude, my stamina's burned. That's what I was trying to say. Watch your 6.
I'm killing this guy.
Alright. Oh, if I kill him first.
You. Oh, where'd he go?
Dude, you know, if you walk in front of me while I'm aiming down sights, I'm not gonna think twice.
What do you have?
Just cap ya. I'm taking this dude's shit. Oh, we had a,
Like,
need a pump shotgun.
oh, more!
He's moving right. Pushing up. Got him. Oh.
Nice.
It's always good to have friends with you so you can work out getting out of hard times together. Just make sure they stand in front of you so they get shot first. If you find you're still getting down on your impoverishment, get some friends together like Shark Fist and the boys. As long as you don't flick each other's off switches and loot each other, you'll crawl your way out eventually. Now if you don't have any friends, make some. But if you can't do that, try playing a little bit more conservatively, unlike Uncle Josivan. Really conservatively. Like hide in the corner, and don't come out until the shooting's over and then just pick what you can off of the bodies and sell that to Prapor. And if that isn't working for you, who cares? If you've gained nothing, then you've got nothing left to lose. Unlike them. Remember, even the Taz can head eyes. Now remember, money isn't everything, Plemienik. Video games are about having fun, not about grinding for hours and getting nothing for it. Now while Uncle Josivan may have shared some surefire tips in getting rich and escape from Tarkov just now, it's important to remember that it's not the destination or how fat your wallet is that matters, but the journey to getting that wallet fat that matters. Besides, what are you going to do with all of those rubles once you have them anyway? It's actually really simple what you're going to do with all those rubles. You're going to spend it all on gear that you have no idea how to use anyway and lose it all to Uncle Josivan when you go on the factory run because you didn't subscribe to the video. Subscribe to the video. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. If you would like to continue watching Uncle Josivan's journey to becoming the richest scav in Tarkov, check out this next video. Woobly boobly, I'll see you there!